It's our Off-Air Pod Show. It's our Off-Air Pod Show. Yes, we all love Doily. It's our Off-Air Pod Show.
Good evening, Jane Doyle welcoming you.
Doily! Hi, I'm Liam, and this is the Off-Air Podcast about all things behind the scenes of the show. To the left of me, Ben.
Present.
Producer Andy.
Present.
Producer Belle.
Present.
We are going on holidays again in like 3 weeks. So there's a week off. Normally what happens with the podcast is we just sort of do replays, which we find is pretty boring because I think it's a bit of a slap in the face.
We've always ragged on the replays.
I would rather do nothing, but then the argument is, we should be something there. So our argument is, well, let's not do replays. Can we do something else? And I don't know how we've gotten this approved, but we've put our heads together, and I'm pretty excited for what's going to be happening while we're on holidays.
Yeah, certainly. So am I. And I think this has actually started because the last time we had holidays was when we went to Bali and we did the Bintang Diaries. And the Bintang Diaries are actually pretty successful from a podcasting point of view. Like, it got more listens than our regular podcast.
Which is weird.
So because we're having more holidays, we thought, what can we do for like a limited edition series? So there'll be 5 episodes of this new idea.
And what we're doing is Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, yeah.
Producer Belle, could you please explain what Dungeons and Dragons is to everyone?
Oh, I don't know.
No, to be fair, that's a hospital pass because I can't even really explain it. It's obviously
It's just so nerdy, and I like you said, I don't know how we got here.
Well, it's a long-form sort of board game, I believe, but it takes like hours.
Well, it's not a board game, though.
No, it's not a board game. Andy, you go.
So there's a guy that will come in, and he will be our dungeon master, I believe is the name,
I got one of
official
them.
term.
Oh,
And- His name is Aaron. And
Don't say that in front of Aaron.
He has a very big beard.
Yeah, he looks like a D&D master.
So it's kind of like it's a game that we play where we each have characters, and Aaron, who's the leader, leads our 4 characters through a story.
Yep.
And then we have like mishaps and adventures that we need to roll dice to see how we overcome. So it's a game of imagination, right? There's no set rule.
Yep.
So we could come across a goblin.
Yep.
And Belle, it could be your turn, and you could decide, well, I want to befriend the goblin.
Yeah. So you don't have to kill it. You can be its friend.
The imagination is like there were no limits to the right?
It'd be pretty cool if we could have some goblin mates.
You could try and sell it a pyramid scheme if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Like if that's what you wanted to do, you can do that.
But overall, though, this is my problem with it.
Yeah.
If Aaron's coming in to be the master and he tells a story, he could just decide who wins straight up, and he just
No.
We will play together.
We're a team.
Liam wins.
No, but that's why why there's the dice, because he says, okay, you try and sell the troll a pyramid scheme, right? He says, okay, we have to roll an 8. So you have to, if you don't roll an 8 or higher, you don't sell it, and the goblin eats
you
you.
fail. So and certain characters have different. So if you're like a strong barbarian or something, you might have +4 strength.
Yep.
So you might be like, I want to kill the goblin, and it's like, okay, well, he's a strong goblin, so you got to roll. You got to roll a 19.
Yep.
Whoa.
And if you're +4, then you have to roll a 15 or higher.
I
because
see,
the
I see.
+4 adds to it.
So
Look, I
certain
think
characters have better abilities. So if you're a good talker, well, then you try and talk your way out of it.
I think the best way to describe this is if you've just seen Stranger Things, like the biggest show on the planet, it's pretty much what they're playing throughout the 4 seasons.
But I think it'll be fun from your perspective, podcaster, listening to it, because you also come on that
go on the
journey.
journey, and this
you
is-
get to be on this 5-episode
I think-
Dungeons and Dragons episode with us.
The fun thing is none of us have ever played,
No.
so it's kind of a new thing for all of us as well.
Do we have to dress up?
I
Yes.
think we dress up.
It's-
yeah.
And
I spoke to Aaron about that. It's optional, and it's basically neither adds nor takes away from the game.
yeah, okay.
I think
And
purely for us looking at each other, it'd be funny if we have
Yes.
at least a hat on.
do we dress as our character then?
Yeah.
Okay, and my other question is, do we have like sound effects? Are we gonna like paint
Yeah,
a
I
picture?
think it'd
Is
be
it
good to
just-
have some, like, if we could, maybe if Ben has, because we know he's pretty good with the sound effects, if we have like, a goblin sound effect or like a spell sound effect, I mean, I'm sure that sort of stuff will come up at some point. But mainly the purpose of this off-air episode is that our Dungeon Master has sent us a list of potential characters that we can choose, and he needs to start, brainstorming the game. So we need to get this to him ASAP. So I think, there could be, like, if there's a pirate in there or whatever, Steve the pirate.
Should Steve be on the D&D team? Should he be character 5?
Pretty good. Well, so we don't have pirate on the list. We've got barbarian, bard, cleric, druid, fighter, monk, Paladin?
No,
Paladin. Paladin, Ranger, Rogue, Sorcerer, Warlock, and Wizard.
So we all, right now, we're going to choose our characters.
So this is like, it's less character, more like species.
Yep.
Okay,
because
so it's more like Lord of the Rings, like you've got the elves.
Like a dwarf or an elf.
Yeah.
So
Well, if you're playing FIFA, it'd be like, are you a striker or are you a defender?
correct.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So what we'll do is we'll pick they're called classes, but let's call them species.
Yeah.
And then Aaron, our dungeon master, will chat with us each separately to kind of come up with a name and some characteristics for our person.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm sort of looking at these. A lot of them are pretty similar, to be fair.
There seems to be two, like, you're either a strong dude or a crafty dude, right?
Yeah. And
I think they've all got their own, like, as someone who plays a lot of video games, they've all got their different strengths, though. Like if you really break them
They
down...
don't do the same shit.
No, they don't, Belle.
Roll the dice. Oh.
No.
killed him.
Well,
No.
don't. We're going to need to get an attitude check before we
Yeah,
get
yeah,
anything.
you're going to have
I
to check
will
that
be-
attitude.
I will have fun. I didn't sign up for this.
Well,
is what I'm
it's
saying.
funny,
It was
it's-
suddenly, hey, we're doing Dungeons and Dragons, and I never said I wanted to be a part of it.
You love it, Belle. You'll enjoy it. You'll have fun. It'll take a few hours, but we'll have fun.
I think straight away, looking at all the species or classes, I think Liam should be the bard of the team.
See, I was going to nominate myself to be a bard.
Okay.
An
But-
inspiring
Yeah, I
all-rounder.
feel that's more Andy.
But I was thinking it would be good if we kind of had two strong dudes and two crafty dudes.
Well, that's the thing. I must admit, you think, oh, well, obviously I want to be a strong dude. But when you read it, you're like, something like a rogue, for example, a scoundrel who uses stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles and enemies. That's still cool.
That's fun.
Bit of skullduggery.
If Liam wants to be a bard, I'm happy to.
Oh
be
no,
someone else.
like,
What's
I
the
wasn't.
bard?
I wasn't drawn to
So
bard.
a bard is a performer. A bard is someone who performs.
Well, this says an inspiring all-rounder
Yeah.
whose power echoes the music of
So
creation.
Liam's job would be to power up the other members
Yeah,
of the team. As a bard, you're
like
like
pumping us up.
You're pumping us up.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Can I? So like, we're about to take on a dragon, and it's way too strong for us.
Yeah.
Liam
And
comes
so
in and
Liam would
goes,
play
"Woo!"
like he'd play
A mandolin or something like that.
like a melody to
Yeah,
inspire us.
literally that'd be what it is.
But then I don't.
But you
get
can
to
give in the 5 days we're doing this podcast, you should give some really powerful speeches.
that, which is cool.
Yeah.
However, you know, then the fighters and the barbarians would get to do the cool stuff, and I'd be playing, you know, a violin in the background.
Who do you like? What do you
I don't know. I thought Warlock looked pretty cool to me.
A wielder of magic that is derived from a bargain with a powerful entity.
So it's basically
Wouldn't
you've
have
made a
thought
deal,
so.
you've made a
You made
deal
a
with
deal with-
Satan.
yeah,
Like
literally,
I was
yeah.
like, that's badass.
Yeah.
But I'm
Alright.
happy if you think you need a bard more than a warlock. I'm happy to be a team player. I'm like whatever.
I've been sold, I think, on Liam being a
Yep.
bard. But one thing that our dungeon master Aaron said was, we got to want to be the characters, because
Yep.
it's not like I said. Oh, would it be funny if we had like a random draw and there was some
Yep.
garbage ones in there? And he
Yep.
said no, because you'll lose interest over the 3 hours
Yep.
if you don't like your character.
Yeah. I think bard fits you, but if you don't
Okay.
like bard,
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I might just see what everyone else has got cooking.
okay.
I think there's an obvious one for Belle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
you
druid?
You said that.
Belle's got to be a druid.
Does everyone think a druid?
No.
Hey.
What is a druid? Hang on.
It's a
what's
priest of
druid?
the old faith, Bell,
hell?
wielding the powers of nature and
Oh.
can adopt animal forms, so you can
Oh,
turn
I
into a
do like
cat.
that one. No, I wanted to be rogue, a scoundrel who uses stealth and trickery to overcome obstacles and enemies.
I think you definitely feel like a druid.
You-
A druid is like someone who lives in the forest. So
this
like
goes
you love
against what
nature.
Aaron said. I don't want to be a druid.
You like nature.
I don't want to
It's
be
like-
an animal. I want to save
but you-
the animals.
But you're like one with.
You're at one
when
with
I read
it's
like
like you're
one
like
with
Poison
nature,
Ivy, basically, like
that,
in
I was
Batman.
the hell is that?
All right, that's 3-1. Obviously, Bell's a druid.
Well, you're a bard.
I thought Belle could be a good healer.
Oh, yeah.
Because no one really wants to be the healer.
I don't want to be a healer.
You want to be a healer?
Is there a
Someone's got to heal.
Someone's got to heal.
Well,
Hang on, am
I
I the
think-
druid? Is that locked in?
Well, it's not locked in yet.
I would like to be the rogue.
I would like. Can I flag what I want to be?
Go ahead.
yeah.
I'm thinking wizard.
Yeah, wizard's pretty cool.
Wizard's pretty cool. Like you need someone with spells. Like a wizard's pretty. Like
A
I'm thinking,
scholarly
yeah,
magic user capable of manipulating the structure of reality.
Yep.
Well,
It does seem like we've got like I'm fine with it, but
Yep.
it feels like I'm courting into being a powerful dude because we've got three
Well,
crafty
yeah,
ones.
yeah.
You don't want to be the powerful dude?
No,
because
I'm
you can
hap-
flip. You can. Like,
I'm happy
Liam
with
can be a
it.
power.
No, no.
Liam can be a warlock if you
Well, no,
want.
I think you need to be the fighter, Andy.
Can I make
We
the-
need someone who's a
Well,
fighter.
can I make the case for me being a paladin?
Paladin's great.
Yeah.
Because
so
then
a
we've
holy
got a healer.
warrior bound to a sacred oath and wields divine
What
might.
does that even mean?
Play if you want to smite the enemies of your god with steel and spell and spell, then save the others with a smile. Yeah,
so a paladin is someone who can do both. A paladin can attack and it can also heal.
All right.
In a nutshell.
I'm happy to lock myself in this paladin if you guys are.
I think so. I think we need a healer.
So,
I'll be a paladin.
You're a paladin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Belle, are you a rogue?
No, I've reconsidered, and yes, I would like to be a druid.
Put it this way. You
I want you to want to do this. So if you want to be a rogue, be a rogue. No, but then you have to own it. You have to be stealthy. You have to shoot arrows from the second window.
Yeah, and then I reread druid, and it said play if you want to sling spells and transform into a versatile animal to aid you to sneak, traverse, and bite.
It'd be pretty funny if
I would like to do that.
It'd be pretty funny if, like, at some point in the journey, we convince you to turn into a pig to, like, trick the
or a love rat
to predict it.
No, I was thinking a rat. Like,
Yeah.
The orc swings its like.
And the rat nibbles his balls off.
Sounds like
Victory! Victory!
Yep.
So
all right, I'm happy with that. We got a wizard, me. We got Belle being a druid. You got Liam being a bard, and you got Andy the paladin.
I think I want to be a warlock, but if Belle was being a druid instead of a rogue, then
we don't need a bard.
What's better for the team? What's better for the team?
Why don't we have a fighter? Why have we not assigned a fighter?
Fighter seems a bit lame.
You need a fighter, don't you?
Paladin's like a cooler fighter, though.
Just dancing around, turning into different animals.
No one wants to be a monk.
No, I'll be a bard. Stuff it. I'll inspire you guys.
Can I just get you guys, before I lock in Paladin, can we just cast our eyes over Ranger? Because that looks pretty cool.
Ranger's cool. I like archery.
A warrior who uses martial prowess and nature magic to combat threats on the edges of civilization.
I wouldn't have a ranger and a rogue, though. I don't think those two are compatible in the same team.
No, but Belle's going to be a druid.
I'm a druid.
Oh, okay. I think you're better off being a paladin.
I'll be a paladin. I'm happy with it.
Okay, so
yep.
We're turning the keys on this. We've got a paladin.
Yep.
Present.
We have a druid.
Yes.
We have a wizard.
Alakazam.
And I shall be an inspiring bard.
We shall warlock it in.
Very good.
Thank you.
Nice. All right. Well, yep. I think we're out of the music, which is a bit of a worry because it was a 10-hour loop.
It'll come back.
Yeah, it comes back. It comes and goes.
Hours.
There it goes.
This is like Liam's bard song.
Oh, yeah. So
maybe give us a little ditty, Liam.
Go ahead.
Like something you would do to inspire the troops.
Okay.
Go ahead.
A little song.
Like we're looking down the eye of an orc.
Yep.
And we need some inspiration, mate.
Yep.
Go ahead.
The sweetest death is that of a hero's.
Mm-hmm.
Look around, men and woman, rat woman.
Okay, if this is the way it's going to go, no.
Look around.
Yes.
Have a good hard look at yourselves in the lake, because mirrors aren't invented yet. You too, Steve. Have a good hard look and think. Would you like to die like a coward swine dog? Or live for many eternities in Valhalla? If the answer is yes, then follow me into Gravenbach to slay the orc. The spoils will be with you for all eternity. Huzzah! Yeah,
Liam has great bard energy.
Yeah, there's good bard energy there.
Big bard energy.
No one's going to listen
BBE. No, this is going to be
good.
great.
I like that. Yeah.
And if that, this is actually going to take us like 3 to 4 hours. So
it's gonna go for a while.
if this didn't, tickle your bean, then you're not going to be sitting there for long. Tickle your magic bean, that is.
Liam's given us an inspiring bard speech. Belle, would you like to turn into an animal?
Hang on, why don't we do a little demo here, Belle? So let's say the four of us are on a journey and we get to the inn, and the innkeeper tells us there's no rooms available.
Was Jesus?
What do you do? This is
There's
part
no
of the journey.
rooms available for people? Is there a room available for a pig?
and then do the noise. There you go. That's good. This is great.
Yeah, this is great. See, you're
Good stuff,
embodying the
guys.
character.
I like this. It's going to be fun.